Joining us tonight, Andrew McCarthy, a former assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, National Review contributing editor, Fox Business contributor. Great to have you with us, Andy. I don't know what to say about Michael Horowitz, the Inspector General, and his report. Clear statements of findings of bias on the in the upper reaches of the, if they can be called that, at least in the leadership of the FBI. And he found that none of this, he testified that none of this suggested to him that the decision not to investigate Hillary Clinton was motivated by an anti-Trump bias that seemed to be universal in the FBI.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I knew Horowitz as a prosecutor in New York. Right. And I think if you were making an argument to a jury rather than doing a report like this, what you would say is, ladies and gentlemen, you get to bring your common sense into the courtroom so that if you find that you have people who are pervasively biased and then they take actions which are completely consistent with their pervasive bias, when you get to the end of the rainbow, you can say they acted on their biases.
It also strikes me that it seemed unworthy of notice or certainly a preeminent place. The fact that in 50,000 emails between Strzok and Lisa Page, there was not, first of all, as to their being lovers. I didn't see a single reference to I love you, I like you, of anything suggesting lust. I mean, it was one of the most sterile, at least according to those texts, relationship I've ever seen.
Well, there's an FBI form for that. So.
There must be, and I thought there was an FBI penalty for fraternization as well, but apparently the Office of Professional Management doesn't care much about that.
Well,
secondly, you know what else is missing from all of those emails? In addition to all of the private emails, let's leave that aside for a moment, there's not a single reference to, by anyone, you know, I really hate Hillary Clinton. I despise her. She is an idiot. She is a terrible witch. She is a horrible person. Not one single email has been produced that suggests anyone in the FBI was, let's say, leaning somewhat Republican.
Yeah. Well, you know, look, I don't begrudge them.
I do.
Well, you know, look, people have, I guess I was a lawyer, I was a prosecutor in New York for a long time. My best friends in the office were liberal Democrats. Mm-hmm. I never found that it got brought into the courtroom. Yeah. Now, we didn't have a case like this, granted. But what bothers me is, and to me, this is the whole case, Mueller gets appointed on, was it May 17th of 2017? Right. The next day, Strzok is talking about joining Mueller's team.
Right.
And he regards it as unfinished business.
Yep.
So now, we're not any longer talking about having political attitudes. What he's basically saying is, you know, all that stuff I said in 2016 about we will stop him and we need an insurance policy, well, that didn't all work out. He got elected, didn't he? But now I have a chance to address my unfinished business. What other possible interpretation of it is there?
I still want to know, who are the we? We're going to stop him. Why in the world did the Inspector General not tell us who these people are who were carrying out a mission to stop him?
Yeah.
And why is there such a reticence on the part of the Republican leadership of the House and the Senate to acknowledge what is before them? It's one thing for Trey Gowdy to go bouncing back and forth. He can't decide whether he's for Trump or whether he is for the institution of the FBI. Or whatever the establishment is that he seems to seek to serve on, intermittently. Why in the world aren't Ryan and McConnell saying, enough of this? Damn it, get it over with and wrap it now.
Well, they do need to wrap it. And the artificial thing about this is it's all the Clinton emails investigation, and there's nothing about the Russia investigation. And that's the piece, that's the context that you really need to understand everything.
Yep, absolutely. A great point, as always.